Hey guys, it's Gabriel Roberts from Roberts Bushcraft out here at the beautiful river. Today I'm going to be trying my first MRE. Dad's had plenty of these in the Marine Corps, but the last one he's eaten has been about 30 years ago, so it'll be neat to see if he still likes them. So let's head on down there, let's get started.
This is my fire kit. Inside of here I have some fat wood, bow drill kit, cedar bark, fat wood shavings, all kinds of neat little things in here. Actually, let's show you. It's the cedar bark shavings, fat wood shavings, fat wood, part of the bow drill kit, and I have a flint and steel kit, fat wood, have some char cloth in there, char punk wood. Of course, you got a Bic lighter, things like that in there as well. Pretty neat little kit, comes in really handy. Today we have Mountain House raspberry crumble. Found these on the discount aisle at Walmart. They were $1 per bag. There were 8 of them there, and we grabbed all 8 of them. So hopefully this is going to be pretty good. Raspberry sauce topped with chocolate cookie crumbs. Sounds good, so we're going to give it a shot today. For my MRE, I've chosen the Chili and Macaroni, and this is a case of reduced sodium MREs that Gabriel picked up. So I'm going to give this a shot, and we'll take a look at what he's going to eat too.
So I've chosen to put my MRE on one of these outside pockets here. Again, these are reduced sodium. I've chosen beef ravioli and meat sauce. Hopefully these are good. Like I said, never tried one before. Dad's had his fair share of them in the Marine Corps, and again, that was over 30 years ago, or just under 30 years ago. So it'll be neat to see how his turns out. Hopefully they'll be good. So these MREs have peelable seals here. So all you do is you just separate it, just like that. You just push down. So obviously you have your main course meal here. Beef ravioli and meat sauce. Got toaster pastry, frosted brown sugar. Sounds pretty good.
Nice.
Grape jelly. Blackberry jam.
Hey, they have stepped up these MREs.
Tootsie Roll. Got some salt, pepper, and a spoon and a napkin. Crackers. And the heater. Now for the heater, see the instructions right here. Very simple, easy to follow. And there is a line on the inside of this, right here. So you know what to fill it up to. Well, not right here, but you see on the directions here that you fill the line up, or fill up to the line. Can't get my words right here. So that's that. So we're going to move to a different spot, a little closer up, and I'm going to pour my water in the heater, and we're going to heat this thing up. See if it don't taste good. So just to recap, we have the beef ravioli and meat sauce, eating utensil, salt, pepper, and a napkin. Oh, and also the bag here that all this comes in. Blackberry jam, grape jelly, crackers, Tootsie Roll, a toaster pastry with frosted brown sugar, and a heater.
Okay, so MREs have come a long way since I've had one last. Peelable seal. Used to, you'd have to borrow a chainsaw from somebody, rip these things open. Came open pretty easy. So inside here I have chili and macaroni. And wheat snack bread. Interesting. The mothers of America have really stepped it up. And we have a heater. Toaster pastry, frosted brown sugar. Is that the one you had, Gabriel?
Yeah, that's the same one.
Blackberry jam. Oh my goodness. I love blackberry jam. Grape jelly. Eating utensil. Salt-free seasoning. Salt-free seasoning in there. Hopefully that can be shown on the camera there. So, dustless black pepper. And America's favorite Tootsie Roll.
Alrighty, so you have to knead this just a little bit, I mean, not too much. Just kind of flatten everything out, so make sure you get an even temperature, or even cook there. So you rip the top off of this heater here. You're gonna take your food out of the carton. You're going to insert your food pouch down inside of this bag here.
I do remember from years ago, sometimes you have to roll these edges down to get them to go in there easier.
There you go. Now, fill your water up to just in between these lines here. So since I don't have a canteen, I'm going to have to lift my bag up. It's on. Just going to lift that up it says you want to keep the assembly here off or away from those two lines. You can see the water down here at the bottom. You're gonna fold this up, and then you want to put this assembly back inside of this bag, or inside of the carton, that is. And then, you're gonna set that on a rock or something that you have nearby. Wait about 10-15 minutes. It'll be a nice hot meal.
While I'm waiting on the main dish, I'm going to open up this wheat snack bread by Sterling Foods and see what that's like. Okay, this looks like a Pop-Tart in a way without the frosting on it. Like a little cake, a little bread. Reminds me of bannock bread in a way. Let's see what it tastes. It reminds me of a fig Newton without the fig, the fig filling. This is very good though.
That's where your jelly and
That's where the jelly is. Ooh, blackberry jelly, blackberry
that's where all
jam.
that comes into play.
Blackberry jam. Somebody out there loves us. Somebody out there loves U.S. servicemen. Okay. Let's spread a little bit of that on there. All right. I've never seen blackberry jam look quite like that, but there's a piece of blackberry in there. Let's see. A little runny, but I'm going to let it soak in a second. See how that tastes. Okay, I like it. It's got a very strong flavor. Not sure what that is, but it's a very strong, unique, distinct flavor in there. Now there's some of the jelly. Okay. Alright, so let's try that again. Okay, I like it. I'm a fan. Blackberry jam, winner.
So like Dad said about the blackberry jelly, it's kind of got a strong, distinct flavor, but or a very just strong flavor that stands out. Kind of the same way with the grape, but I do think that the grape jelly tastes more like grape than the blackberry does like blackberry, if that makes any sense. But I think definitely gets a 10 out of 10. Extremely good, especially on these crackers.
The MREs are still inside the heaters, inside the carton containers. Just waiting a little while for them to heat up, so we can pull those out and give them a try. Okay, with the blackberry jam lesson I just learned a minute ago, when I was in the early 90s, I don't remember grape jelly coming in packets like this, and they may have, and I just simply don't remember it. The lesson I learned just a minute ago with the blackberry jam is really just work it all back together the best you can. That way you're not just getting all juice out and then the pulp after that. Just kind of mix it all up to begin with. Hopefully when I open this and spread it on the crackers, it'll be more of a jelly-like consistency.
Alrighty, so beef ravioli and meat sauce is done. Took it out of the package here. And it's just up to temperature, whatever you like. Of course, the heater on the back here is hot, obviously. And you can just fill your food by just pushing right here onto the packet. So that's done enough for me. So I'm gonna sit it right down here on this rock. Take the food pouch out.
All right.
Look at there, look at there. So I'm gonna add some salt and pepper. Oh, well, some salt, some seasoning.
Did it come with salt or is it just seasoning?
It's just seasoning. Did not come with salt. Just this seasoning here. But this has, let's see, I'll read it off the back. Onion, garlic, green bell peppers, carrots, tomatoes, spices, sugars, dehydrated lemon peel, citric acid, and other random stuff that nobody knows how to read. But onion, garlic, green bell peppers, carrots, tomato. So that's what is in that little spices there. That's what it should taste like. Let's give it a taste. Let's give it a taste. Tastes just like regular ravioli to me. It's awesome. I'll give it a thumbs up.
Better than Chef Boyardee?
I'd say it's on the same level.
Same level.
Same
okay.
level.
Better than Mom's?
No, not better than Mom's.
You're smarter than that, aren't you? Okay.
All right, so we're gonna set this here. I'm gonna try a little bit of the seasoning first, see if I like it. Just pour it in one little spot. That's pretty good. So we'll add that in. And now I did realize, since this is a low sodium, this is a salt-free seasoning. It says that on the outside. Oh, since this is a low sodium
Meal. The whole box of MREs is low sodium, so.
You can see.
Mm-hmm.
Good to me. Tell you that much. Some crackers along with it. I'm gonna enjoy my meal.
Okay, so far for your first MRE, how do you rate it?
I'll give it a 10 out of 10. It's nice seeing Tootsie Rolls and stuff like that in there. I can definitely see how that'd be a morale booster out there in the middle of a jungle. Crackers are good. All the jellies, I was surprised by those. Those were good, in my opinion. The main meal itself, really good. Surprisingly good, actually. I didn't think it was actually going to be as good as it was, seeing it was just in a package and not coming out of a can or anything like that. Now, I haven't tried the pastry that comes with it. It looks like a Pop-Tart, so I'm guessing it'll be something similar to that. Hopefully that'll be good. But so far, I got to give it a 10 out of 10. It's a really good meal.
Okay, I think the chili and macaroni is heated enough to tickle my fancy. We're gonna try this out. One thing I did notice about the MRE heaters, these are different than what they used to be back in the early 90s. And back in the early 90s, if I'm not mistaken, it was just one piece in there, kind of like a brick in a way. I mean, it was similar. It's probably made of the same material. It goes through the same reaction, but I remember, putting more water in these things would puff up and would explode. And do not overfill. We most likely overfilled them on purpose back then. As soon as you tell a Marine not to do something, just like a child, that's exactly what we do. So, Open this up. That meal is pretty good and warm. I wouldn't say it's hot, but I may have needed to add more water. So, yep, I need to add more water to get a little hotter. However, this looks pretty good. Yep, I definitely need to add more water or leave it in there longer to heat up. One side of the packet is pretty good and warm. The other side, not so much, but this looks like pretty good stuff. Yeah, that's not bad at all. MREs have come a long way. Back in the 90s, I think one of my favorite. It's funny what kind of comes back to your memory when you try to recall things. Some things come back to your memory almost instantly. Some things you have to really go fishing for. I do believe my favorite MRE from the early 90s was the ham and egg omelet. That was always pretty good. But this is really good. So we're going to add in the Papa's Perfect Seasoning. Trying to do it without the wind blowing it all away. Pepper makes everything better. Give that a stir. Eat enough of these, you're going to get fat. Okay, so far this is a winner. Okay, so what we're going to do, save the jelly. Gabriel's going to save the blackberry jam from his kit. That way we can get the collection going. So, I'm very interested in this, seeing what this is exactly. Toaster pastry, frosted brown sugar. It sounds exactly like a Pop-Tart. Well, let's get in there and see. Oh, look at there. It is a Pop-Tart. Brown sugar cinnamon. I gotta tell you, I'm not the biggest fan of the chili and macaroni flavor in general, not just the MRE, but the chili and mac flavor in general. However, what I am a fan of, brown sugar and cinnamon. Have mercy. All right, now this is a real treat here. So let's open this up and see what kind of See if it looks any different than a normal. Now that was already open a little bit. It was already open there, or may have torn in the vacuum seal, but it was vacuum sealed, so. I think this is 2 Pop-Tarts. Just kind of mashed together where they were vacuum sealed. Well, I'm not going to try and break them apart. They're together, so that's exactly how I'm going to eat them. There we are. They were a little hard, but they're good. Excellent. And this is what happens when you eat too many MREs. Whenever possible, I like to grab gear that is as versatile as it is useful. And one of the things I like is this 5-quart canteen pouch. It's a 5-quart collapsible canteen pouch. It's old school stuff. Matter of fact, it looks like the old Boy Scout type cap. Used to go in the old aluminum style Boy Scout canteens. But when I'm not using this for water, I'll blow it up just a little bit, use it for a pillow. That's a winning combination there. Load up just a little bit, it inflates. And you get you a nice pillow to lay in your hammock or sleep with in your tent. There you go. Place that right around under the head. Excellent little pillow.
So just as a final thoughts on my MRE, I enjoyed it, and it is what it is. I mean, it's a meal ready to eat, a shelf stable meal for up to 5 years. Now, you obviously preserving it right in a cool, dark spot. You can keep it. You can add time to that. So 5 years is really just a recommendation. But I enjoyed it a lot. Like I said, it is what it is. Didn't have real high expectations coming into it, so I guess that kind of helped me enjoy it a little bit more when I actually tasted it. Now, little things like the Tootsie Roll, the jellies, that really did put it up a little higher on the list. I give mine a 10 out of 10. I thought it was really good. Tasted about what I expected it to. The flavors weren't quite as strong as I expected. Like on a regular ravioli, you get a good amount of strong flavors. Flavors in the MRE weren't weak, but they weren't as strong as like a Chef Boyardee can. Now, I guess that has to do something with preservatives or something in it that it just doesn't taste quite as strong as, like I said, like a canned Chef Boyardee. But again, I thought mine was very good. We're not doing the mountain houses today because we fell asleep in our hammocks for almost 2.5 hours. And we got to get home. We got some stuff we got to do around the house tonight. And we might even add this to the end of the video. After we eat supper, we might go outside and boil up some water and make these. Not promising, but we might, just to see, because we do want to see how they taste. Like I said, enjoyed mine, 10 out of 10. I think Dad rates his about the same. And me and him are always joking around about these kind of things. Me and him have heartburn, so anytime like the chili and macaroni, he said this is a whole spoonful of heartburn right here. And that's about the same way with Chef Boyardee. Spaghetti and things like that just tear us up.
Smells like heartburn.
Smells like heartburn. Alright guys, so enough of me talking. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Share this video. Go visit our Instagrams. Our Instagram and our Facebook. Go visit our website, www.robertsbushcraft.com. Thank you for watching, and God bless.